The Four Winds by Kristin is a historical fiction novel that takes us back to the tough times of the 1930s in America, known as the Great Depression. This was a period when many people were very poor, and farmers struggled to grow crops because of terrible dust storms called the Dust Bowl. The book tells the story of a brave woman named Elsa Martinelli and her family as they try to survive these hard times. Elsa was born into a wealthy family in Texas, but she never felt loved or accepted by them. She was tall, not very pretty, and often sick. Her parents always made her feel like she wasn't good enough. One day, Elsa decided she wanted more from life. She ran away from home and met a handsome young man named Rafe Martinelli. They quickly fell in love and got married, even though their families disapproved. Elsa moved to Rafe's family farm. It was a big change for her, but she worked hard to fit in. Elsa and Rafe had 2 children, Lorda and Ant. Even though life on the farm was difficult, Elsa felt happier than she ever had before. She loved her children deeply and found joy in being part of the Martinelli family. As the years passed, things got worse. The Great Depression made it hard for everyone to make money, and then the Dust Bowl hit. The Dust Bowl was a terrible time when huge dust storms swept across the land, destroying crops and making it impossible to farm. The Martinelli family, like many others, struggled to survive. The dust was everywhere, and it made people sick. The farm that had once been their home and livelihood turned into a place of despair. After many years of fighting to keep the farm, Elsa realized they couldn't stay in Texas anymore. The land was dead, and there was no hope of growing anything. Rafe, unable to handle the pressure, left the family, making things even harder for Elsa. She had to be strong for her children. Elsa decided to take Lorita and Ant and head west to California, where she hoped to find a better life. The journey to California was long and difficult. Elsa and her children traveled in their old car, facing many challenges along the way. They met other families who were also searching for a new start. When they finally arrived in California, they found that things weren't as easy as they had hoped. There were many other people looking for work, and there weren't enough jobs to go around. In California, Elsa and her children lived in a camp with other migrant workers. The conditions were terrible, and they had to work very hard just to earn a little money. Elsa took on any job she could find, even though the pay was very low and the work was backbreaking. Despite the hardships, Elsa remained determined to provide for her children and give them hope for a better future. Throughout their time in California, Elsa saw how unfairly the migrant workers were treated. They were paid very little and lived in horrible conditions. Elsa, who had always been a quiet and reserved person, found a new strength within herself. She joined others in fighting for better wages and living conditions. This was dangerous, as the farm owners didn't want the workers to stand up for themselves. Elsa's courage and determination inspired others to join the cause. One of the most important themes in The Four Winds is the power of love and family. Despite all the challenges they faced, Elsa's love for her children kept her going. Lorita, who had often been angry with her mother, came to understand just how strong and brave Elsa was. The bond between Elsa and her children grew stronger as they faced their struggles together. The Four Winds is a story about never giving up, even when things seem impossible. Elsa's journey from a lonely, unloved girl to a strong, determined woman is inspiring. She faced so many hardships but never lost hope. The novel shows us that even in the darkest times, we can find the strength to keep going and fight for a better future. Kristin's The Four Winds is a powerful and moving story that helps us understand the struggles of people during the Great Depression and the Dust Bowl. It teaches us about resilience, love, and the importance of standing up for what is right. Through Elsa's story, we see that no matter how tough life gets, we can find the strength to keep moving forward and build a better future for ourselves and our loved ones. In the end, The Four Winds is a tribute to the human spirit and the enduring power of hope. Elsa's courage and determination remind us that even in the face of the greatest challenges, we can rise above and make a difference.